In this video, I wanted to talk about how once you start becoming successful with bodybuilding and finally getting to that point where your physique is pretty much better than 98% of the population, and maybe even before you hit that point, you'll start noticing that you have people who are jealous or envious of you. Now, there are people who are in general jealous and hate bodybuilding and that's all rooted in envy and jealousy and their own insecurity. But you'll also see this on a more personal level. For instance, the Baltimore Catechism defines envy as having a sadness or discontent over someone else's success, or basically something that you want that they have, and you're kind of discontent over it. Whereas I think when people use the term jealousy, that implies something more malicious. That's where that leads into personal attacks, accusations, and then somebody who's jealous of you is often trying to tear you down. So that's kind of the difference between the two. If you have friends that are envious of you, you'll kind of notice that they may not go as far as that jealous stage where they're actively trying to tear you down or impede your goals, but they will kind of withdraw rather than support your ambitions. And this isn't just the case with bodybuilding. This could be true, like, say, if you have you've started a business and it starts becoming successful, and they really don't, they really don't care to support you or help promote your business. They kind of just withdraw because internally they're bitter about it and they want to see you fail. Now, as far as bodybuilding goes, bodybuilding as a discipline, as a sport, however you want to categorize it, to me it's a lifestyle. It gets more jealousy and hate than anything else because ultimately most men want to be strong. They want to be have that aesthetic physique, and they will either cope and come up with reasons as to why they don't have to have that when internally that's what they want, or they do things like they actively try to tear bodybuilding down because they know they don't have the discipline, the drive, or the willpower to get the results that you have. Or maybe even, they may not have the best genetics because genetics plays a role in this too. But you can always, even though you have a genetic blueprint that may not be as good as someone else's, you can always improve your own status, and your status to the point where your physique is better than the average person's. You'll also be able to tell if you have people that are jealous of you in your life because, one, like I said, if they're more at the envious stage, they'll kind of just withdraw their support, not comment on your success, or basically withdraw from that area of your life and not really be supportive. Whereas if you've got somebody that's more jealous and malicious, they may start with making like passive aggressive comments, or they may even, I've seen this before too, they'll veil their jabs. They'll throw jabs, but they will try to veil it as a joke or being playful, when in reality what they're doing, they just don't have the balls to be direct and tell you to your face that they have a problem with you. They would rather disguise it and be sly about it by throwing jabs, but kind of using that veil that, hey, I'm just joking around. That's really bullshit. So those people that are not supportive and that are kind of toxic and really just trying to be, they're just really black-pilled about your goals and bitter. It's really best just to go ahead and cut those people out of your life, because a true friend would support your success and support your goals. They wouldn't try to sabotage or impede your progress. But you know, the toxic attitude, the negativity, that's just going to weigh you down. So it's best just to let those people go. And really, you shouldn't be discouraged by these people who hate on your success, you know, that hate on bodybuilding. You just have to understand that it's their own deficiency rather than a problem with you. Stay focused on your goals and keep moving forward. And I would also say that you should almost take those that are envious or jealous of you. If you feel those emotions from people, you should take that as a form of validation that you've actually achieved something. Once you get to that point where you're getting a mix of admiration and support, and then from the more black-pilled, you're getting more hate and jealousy, that's a testament to the fact that you've achieved your goals. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger said, everyone pities the weak, but jealousy is something you have to earn. So if you've gotten to the point where you've earned jealousy, you are succeeding in the gym, or you're succeeding in life. The last thing I wanted to say, if you find yourself in the position of your training where you're feeling yourself envious or jealous of someone else at the gym, or someone who's clearly doing better than you are, don't let that lead to discouragement or bitterness. Let that drive you to become better yourself. Rich Piana said that when he saw someone with a nice car or something that he didn't personally have but he wanted, he would go up to them and ask them, hey, how did you get this? How do you do that? See, that is the positive way of going about it, rather than kind of just brooding in negativity and taking the black pill and kind of having sour grapes. If you're deficient in an area of your life, rather than get mad about it, if it's something you want, you should work towards it rather than being a defeatist. And that's kind of all I wanted to say on this topic. Just that once you start becoming successful, you will start getting haters, you will start getting those that are envious, you will have people withdraw from you, but you'll also get a lot of admiration and support. That positive energy is really what you want to dwell on and keep moving forward, keep driving forward, and just cut out and remove any toxic negativity and discount those people because they're deficient.